Well, everybody knows what's going on in the world with the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. So this video was shot on the way from Kuala Lumpur to Penang, Malaysia. Just so you know, I got stuck here in Penang, Malaysia. It happened about 4 days after I arrived here. Malaysia had a full lockdown, so after that I got stuck in the homestay where I'm staying at right now and still here, and it's not gonna end until maybe April 28th, but if it gets extended then I'm gonna end up staying here longer. Anyway, I've been here before in Penang, Malaysia, so what I can do, I can show you Penang, Malaysia before the lockdown. I did shoot a lot of videos and pictures of the city, of the island, Penang Island, and for sure it's a place that you should visit if you ever come to Malaysia. I really like this place. It has everything, you know. It's got like tall buildings, it's got like an old town which is called Georgetown, and it shows the old architecture from its colonial days. Penang used to be a colony, British colony. In addition to that, they also have a lot of tall buildings here. And since this place is an island, it has the mountains, the beach, and nature. So it's got everything you want when it comes to living in an ideal place. So for me, it's quite ideal. Not only that, it's not like a big city like Hong Kong where it's really crowded, or Singapore. It's a small city, so it's not as crazy as Hong Kong or any other big cities. It's a lot more laid back. Anyway, the view that you're seeing right now is the view on the way to Penang, Malaysia from Kuala Lumpur. So this is the bridge that goes to the island. I've been here before, and yet I still feel like there's still a lot to discover, especially when it comes to the nature, the mountains, the beach, you know. And just like I guess the rest of Malaysia, there's like 3 different major ethnic groups here. You got the Malays, the Chinese, and the Indians. So they have different kinds of food here. Malaysian food, Chinese food, and Indian food. And just like in Kuala Lumpur, the Hindu temple, the mosque, and the Chinese temple, they're like right next to each other. So they really like respect each other's religions, which is quite great. And they seem to be getting along really well. And the thing about Malaysia too, they got a lot of languages. Of course, they got the Malay language, which is like the major language, and they got the Chinese language for all those Chinese ethnic Malaysians, ethnic Chinese Malaysians, and they got Tamil, which is spoken by the ethnic Indian Malaysian people. And of course, they most of them speak pretty good English. so that's quite good. A lot of their news seems to be either in Malay or English. But of course, if you go to like a Chinese neighborhood, the signs are in Chinese characters. But if you go to like an Indian neighborhood, then you see the Indian language. So usually the Chinese, ethnic Chinese Malaysians, they can speak both Chinese, Mandarin, and Malay, and most of them speak English too. And Indian Malaysians, they speak Tamil, Malay, and also English. So it's quite nice to see that mix. Somehow, compared to the infrastructure in Thailand and here in Malaysia, I think the infrastructure here in Malaysia is much better. When it comes to like transportation, I don't know, it just feels like very convenient. And unlike in Thailand and Vietnam, I don't feel like there are like scams going on over here. I haven't been scammed here, not like Thailand and Vietnam. So I think that's quite a good thing. And the nightlife here seems to be a little bit more laid back, not like crazy. Though I haven't been to like a real club in Kuala Lumpur. I heard it's really like happening. But when it comes to the bar scenes, it's a lot more laid back than in Thailand or Vietnam. So I mean, it's okay. I'm not into partying that much anymore. So it's okay. It's good. And one thing I've noticed, the apartments here and the houses are quite bigger, I guess, compared to Vietnam's houses and apartments, and also Thailand's apartments and houses. It feels more like I'm back in LA, where like most of the apartments and houses, they're quite big. But of course, compared to Hong Kong, the apartments here are a lot more spacious. In Hong Kong, it's really, really rough, like living in like a small place. And I lived there for almost 7 months. I like Hong Kong, but that's the only thing I don't like about Hong Kong. Of course, Hong Kong is a little bit more exciting too. They got the beach too, they got the mountains too, they got the nature too. But at the same time, living in a small space, that's kind of like the bad thing about it. If you can live in like a big space and you live in Hong Kong, then that's a good thing. But most of the big apartments, they're quite expensive. Unless you're really making really good money or rich. But anyway, I wouldn't mind living here in Penang, Malaysia, or even in Kuala Lumpur. But I think I would prefer Penang because of the nature, because I like to be surrounded by nature, and I like to be next to the like mountain and the beach, sort of like California, I like that kind of atmosphere. I mean, probably the partying here is not that great. It's a lot more laid back, but it's okay. I'm not into partying that much anymore. I'm more into like cafes, drinking coffee, just hanging out, just chilling. If I go to a bar, maybe just a little beer, but that's about it. I cannot drink too much beer anymore. So this is the neighborhood where I've been staying. This is where the homestay is. so it's quite nice. So this was shot right before the lockdown. So as you can see, the houses are quite big, sort of like the houses back in California. So having been in lockdown and not being able to get out because of the lockdown, I feel like I'm in a suburb of a city in back in the States. Anyway, since the lockdown, I haven't been able to get out there. I've been just staying in this neighborhood and in the homestay where I'm staying at. So I cannot show you much of the Penang, Malaysia until I get out there, until after the lockdown maybe. But probably I won't be going out that much since it's still a little bit dangerous to go out there even after the lockdown. But what I will do is for my next video, I'm gonna show you a video of the city of Penang, the island of Penang, before the lockdown, because I was here before and I shot a lot of videos. So stay tuned for that one, and make sure to subscribe and like this video so you can see that video when it comes out. And I have a lot of things to tell you about Penang Island, Malaysia, since I've stayed here for a while. In addition, I will show you a future video of what is it like after the lockdown here in Penang, Malaysia. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you subscribe and like this video. See you next time. Bye.